Namaste, beloveds. This is Valerie Ames, aka also known as Mother with Wisdom. Excuse me for fidgeting. I'm just going to get right into it. This is I'm going to use the word auspicious because that's what I'm being told to use. And this is a time of great wisdom being reintroduced into our conscious awareness for our recognition, for our fortification, for our nourishment, and to use as tools and building blocks. It's coming at a very triangulated source of energy that has been laid simultaneously in its seasoned times, in the layers that it needs to be laid, in the frequency of Gemini and Cancer. And with these lunar and solar eclipses, with the retrograde, with everything that is taking place right now, in this now moment, the convergence of past, present, and future, and the seeds that are being sown in this moment, the fruits that have ripened and are ready to be used in this moment, be utilized, be digested, the fruits that are old, that are no longer at their peak, but are ready to be, excuse me. Sorry about that interruption, beloved. Okay. Again, this is everything converging and everything being put on the table for us to look at. And it's a virtual, excuse me for fidgeting, it's a virtual celestial banquet for us to feast upon in this moment. And it is on purpose that it has been prepared and so made into such a beautiful bounty. I'll put it that way. And beloveds, I have been given a visualization to share, and I'm going to share that. And before I share that, beloveds, I just want to say this visualization has a very high intensity frequency that has been birthed and that is being reborn. And if you intend to use it, please do so with integrity. Also, please validate the foundation from which it came. And it came from Mother with Wisdom's universal womb of wisdom. And please acknowledge that if you're going to use this visualization with integrity for the authenticity of where it originated. And I'll just leave that there like that. And beloveds, I wrote it down. And before we get into the actual visualization or meditation, I want to explain it and give you a little bit more of the details of it. It is called the Ultraviolet Crystallized Rainbow Warrior Visualization. Okay, let me repeat that because I know it's long. The Ultraviolet Crystallized Rainbow Warrior Visualization. Now, let me go into basically what we're going to do before we do it. It is about gathering the most ancient of elements, ingredients, and bringing them up to the surface. So you're actually going into your deepest conscious, subconscious, unconscious awareness. And you're bringing up the minerals from those levels, from those depths, into your conscious awareness. And with them, we're going to be utilizing them to form geometric, we're going to build with them, okay? We're going to build the foundation of your sacred temple of solitude. And we're going to start with coming back from the ocean floor, going back onto the shore on the sand, using the wet sand to form a circle, and then form a square. And then we're going to say a prayer. And that prayer is going to help materialize from the seen and the unseen a living crystallized pyramid around you that you stand in the center of, in that circle, in that square. And you're going to have a triangle pyramid come down upon that. Okay? And the triangle is going to be iridescent. It's going to be iridescent crystal. And so it's multifaceted, and as the sun shines on it, I want you to understand all the different rainbow facets and frequencies that are established and that are uniquely yours based upon the minerals that you got from your conscious, subconscious, and unconscious incarnated foundations. Okay? And let me see what else. After we get that temple erected, we are going to state what the purpose of your temple is about. And then we're going to call in the universal frequencies and spectrums of ultraviolet sound, shapes, and colors. And lastly, we're going to affirm your cosmic identity and purpose for the galaxy at this time, in this moment. And so, let us begin, beloveds, by, once again, I want you to seat yourself, get yourself comfortable, get your environment conducive to this ambience, to this energy, to this frequency that is about to be born through you, that is going to be built by you, that is going to go into the depths of the subconscious multiverses and have you bring back the materials that you need, the ingredients that you need for yourself in this moment to complete what you incarnated for. Knowing that this is the most optimum time and that you are ready to do this and you are ready to receive the benefits of it, and you are indeed activating yourself with consent and agreement to be exactly what you are. No longer doubting that, no longer questioning, no longer seeking, but actually knowing the wisdom of your presence, your physical body being present, your mental body being present, your emotional body being present, and your spiritual body being present in this moment, in this cycle, and in this season. In the solar and the lunar frequencies, as well as the harmonic frequencies of the Mazzaroth at this time, the galaxy of planets, stars, moons, and so forth, all of them. Okay, beloveds, ground yourselves. Ground yourselves in the unconditional love through which you radiated from which you incarnated from which is your ultimate design, your ultimate integrity, and also your ultimate desire to realize fully. And at this time, I ask that you close your eyes and that you take in a deep, deep breath. And you hold it for a few seconds and then you just release it all. And as you release it all, beloved, see yourself emptying yourself of every worry, every thought, every desire, every interference, every distraction. That would interfere with the harmony and the integration of your activation. And I want you to state that. And I want you to see yourself shedding it like skin cells. I want to see you like you're combing through your hair or you're brushing through, and those strands that are no longer necessary are falling away, and what's going to regrow will be new and better and serve you better. And I want you to thank those dead cells for holding sacred space and doing what they were meant to do, but now it's time to just shake free of them and to let them go so that they can be received, transmitted, transformed, and transmuted by the universe itself. And I want you to become conscious of your breathing. The inhale and the exhale. And I want you to find your sense of rhythm in that. And then, beloveds, I want you to imagine yourself holding in the longest conscious breath that you can create. And I want you to dive deeply into the most beautiful, warm blue-green ocean womb that you can imagine, that you can visualize, that you can see, that you can immerse yourself fully into with all of your being. And I want you to go to the bottom of that beautiful warm ocean. And on the floor of that beautiful warm ocean is the most beautiful grains of sand that you can ever imagine. And I want you to gather what you can hold in both hands. And I want you to scoop them and hold them in your two fists. And then I want you to begin to surface, to swim upwards, to ascend upwards towards the light that's dappling that ocean. And I want you to come out of the waters, those beautiful warm waters. And I want you to feel the warm sun and become aware of the water glistening on your body, clinging, dripping, drizzling, clinging. And I want you to walk far enough from the water's edge to the shore of the sand. And I want you to take your two fists that still contain that sand, and I want you to say thank you for joining me in this portion of our reality. And then I want you to understand that the sand will multiply. It will not be limited in its source, in its amount. And I want you to begin to create a circle, a large enough circle for you to stand within. Don't worry about it being perfect or any of that. Just form the circle, because it is the intent of the circle to hold you, to award you sacred space, to give you the circumference of eternity, and to be comfortable in that space. After you form the circle, then I'd like for you to form a large square around the circle. The circle is in the center of this large square. And again, the sand is not running out. So you have plenty of sand to work with. And I want you to feel its wetness, its moistness in your fingers, just like you did when you were a child. And I want you to form that square. And then I'd like for you to step into the center of that circle. And I'd like you to say a prayer. And in this moment, I am going to say a prayer. Great Spirit, that which has no beginning and has no ending, that which I cannot be separated from, that which flows through me with each breath, that which proceeds from me with each exhale, that which merges with existence and re-emerges as existence, as spiritual will, as spiritual wisdom. With this invocation, with this asking, with this opening, I wish, I want, I need to reconnect with the highest frequencies, with the highest geometry, with the highest mathematical codes of universal design. And I wish to expand my conscious awareness within the parameters of universal law, based upon the unconditional love. And from this place, Great Spirit, I wish to create a sacred temple of solitude in which I can come and be renewed, rejuvenated, rejoined with you in any given second, moment of my incarnated existence. And I wish to activate this temple, this building, this sacred space with your unconditional love, with your wisdom, with your vision, with your sounds, with your sense, with your touches, with your tastes. And beloveds, I want you just to breathe in to what you have asked for. I want you to breathe in those words. And I'd like for those frequencies of what you have asked for to begin to animate each cell in your body, in your being. I want this to be the electrical current that you are able now to tap into whenever you need it, whenever you need to recharge, whenever you need to unplug from the matrix, whenever you need to unplug from the white noise, whenever you need to unplug from the suffering, whenever you need the polarity of peace, you have now built and rebuilt your temple of solitude. And it is now activated by the prayer, by your words, asking to receive and to be grounded in the unconditional love of existence as existence itself. And I want you to state the purpose of your fully erected temple. And that would sound something like, Great Spirit, now that I have retrieved the essence of the elements of my conscious awareness from all of my incarnations, from all of my recorded memories. Allow me to remember them in this form of this pyramid temple built upon the circle, enclosed by the square, and all the wisdom that comes from the geometry of these universal signs and symbols and frequencies and tones and colors. And let them merge and let them blend and let them integrate so that they are able to form a viable membrane or womb, living womb, for me to immerse my conscious awareness into, so that it can be replenished, so that I can regenerate, so that I could be nourished, so that I can reconnect to all that is, was, and will ever be. And I want you to call in the universal frequencies and spectrums of the ultraviolet sounds, shapes, colors, tones, definitions of existence, the seen and unseen, into the very foundation of your temple. And as you do this, beloveds, I want you to merge with your temple. I want you to become one with it. It is no longer something separate from you. It is a part of you. It is tangible. It has a specific taste. It has a specific sound. It has a specific feel. It has a specific look to you. And when you become one with all of that ultraviolet frequencies, when all has merged and become one, that is when I want you to open your eyes slowly. And I want you to confirm your cosmic identity. I am that I am. And I want you to state your purpose for the galaxy. I am that I am. I expand universal love. Eternally. I expand universal love eternally. I build upon universal love eternally. I am aware of the polarities of universal love. I am aware of the universal laws concerning universal love. And with this affirmation, with this conclusion, with this agreement, I begin to activate. I began to integrate. I began to acknowledge my higher calling. And you can close that with amen. You can close that with aho. You can close that with and so it is. And so it will be. You can close that with whatever you choose, beloveds. But once again, that is what was given to me to give to you. And it is the ultraviolet crystallized rainbow warrior visualization. And it is to be shared. It is to be, of course, you can put it in your own words, but once again, from a place of authenticity and integrity, please affirm the womb from which it came. And that is Motherhood Wisdom's womb of wisdom. And that is that is to show gratitude for all that was necessary for this womb to hold this and to bring it forth and to share. That is the only gratitude that's necessary. And beloveds, we are all one. But even in our oneness, we have the polarity of singularity, unique singularity, as aspects of unconditional love. Do not be afraid to show appreciation for that which loves you unconditionally. It is the same as someone providing a meal, taking all the time to get the ingredients, to fix the meal, to lay out the meal, to serve the meal, to gather everybody, and then someone else saying, well, I did it. Treat others as you wish to be treated, beloveds. And understand universal karma. It has consequences. And I'm just going to leave that there with this visualization. Beloveds, listen to the words of it. Again, word it how you choose. Understand the principles and the precepts. Understand, gain the knowledge, and apply the wisdom of the iridescent ultraviolet rainbow frequencies that has been reborn in this transmission. Receive it as you will. Transfer it. Transform it. Transmute what does not fit for you. Make it into your own and share. And that's going to do it for this portion of this video. And stay tuned, because the next portion of this gets very deep, beloveds. And I was told to do it separately, to do the visualization separately from the transmission of the ultraviolet rainbow crystallization. So it is what it is, and thank you.